Greetings and welcome to Dodger and Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles Season 3, Episode 38. Wow. I am not your DM, but I am your host. The DM's stick is firmly in Adam's greasy hands. Because he eats potato chips with his hands, damn it.
There's certain things.
There are certain things where...
So, my father-in-law eats pizza and hamburgers with the chopsticks, and he eats them like a piece of pizza. Like, it's not like he eats the toppings off or anything. He takes the whole slice, grabs it, and manges.
Interesting.
Like, it goes in the burger. It's like, no, he can pick up a Big Mac or whatever with chopsticks and eat it like a burger sale.
Okay. Well, a McDonald's burger, sure, because it's kind of flat, right? If you're having a homemade burger that you made on the grill or something like that, that's not gonna.
It's not gonna cut it.
You're gonna have to break out the industrial size chopsticks for that one. they're just like the size of like drumsticks, like actual.
So we're ribbing on Ahmed, who was
he's not here to defend himself, so I
feel bad.
Yeah.
But, no. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, we watched, we were just chatting pre-game, and Ahmed was breaking his fast, and he then, after dinner, had some chips.
Oh, yeah!
He had some chips.
Boys.
We are streaming, and we're telling the chip story about how...
Thanks for the warning, buddy.
How you were eating chips with a damn fork.
That's right, man. That's right. I don't want to waste time. If I get my hands dirty, I gotta go wash, and that means less game time. Come on, think of it. You guys are not being logical.
Yep. All right.
Yep.
How's everyone doing?
Good.
I'm doing all right. The contest went well last weekend. I got a third, so I got like a trophy and what they think strongmen need in their prize packages: very large T-shirts and weight gainer. So yeah, I got a bunch of weight gainer, a very large T-shirt and a trophy.
Funny.
So I got it's pretty good. Yes, and it was Kingston's Strongest Man. The other contest that I'm looking forward to this year is Northern Giants, which hopefully that one will be at the fair, so there'll be like several thousand people watching as opposed to the there's Buddy's mom who came out to the thing. There was like 30 other people there aside from the contestants, but it was good. It was really muddy. I cut my face, I cut my head, I cut my hands. I've got bruises on my legs, I've got bruises on my shoulders. It was fucking awesome. The fire hydrant was a bastard, especially in the mud.
What's the fire hydrant?
It's a 230-pound fire hydrant or 225-pound fire hydrant.
A small one, okay.
You put it over your head, like up in the air. Oops, gonna knock shit over. Right? It was really, really wet outside, and it got wet, and everything was wet, and there was a lot of, just screw it, make it work. So there was that, and then I've got new internet now, so if it breaks or anything like that, then I need to yell at a different company as opposed to the company I was previously.
It's funny, like the guy who used to receive your call, like quit because of you, raging on him,
Well,
and he went to this company, and then you go again. Oh, yeah. He's following me. He's trying to kill me.
No, we've been having perpetual issues with our other company, our other service provider. Their infrastructure was really old. Different company put in new infrastructure. So we're trying the new infrastructure. And we've got higher speeds both up and down in all parts of the house. So
Nice.
So we'll see. So far, it's been good.
Very nice. I, today, sat in a barber's chair for the first time in 23 years. It was awesome. I was giddy.
Tell him what you wanted.
Yeah, the guy. So, you may ask, why the hell did you sit down, right? So, I take my boys to get their hair cut, and there's two people cutting the hair, and then there's a guy right next to them in another chair, like the barber. His chair is empty, and he's got a glorious beard. I'm like, Ahmed, man, why don't you do it? I was thinking of cleaning, just taking it right off. But I was like, no, give it a chance. So I go to the guy. I'm like, hey, can you do it? He's like, hell yeah, sit down. So he gets me down, propped up, got the thing, I'm like, this is great. This is great. So how do you want it? I'm like, I'm trying to explain what I want. I'm like, Kratos. He's like, the old one or the new one? Like the old one. It's like, got it. And it was perfect. It was exactly what I wanted. He's like, it'll take a while to get there. I'm like, yeah. Okay, we're built to it. Yeah.
But he knew you were a gamer, basically.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he started talking to me about Assassin's Creed, but I'm trying to respond without moving my mouth. Yeah. I love that. It's a great game. Even this is like screw you up, right? Yeah. It's pretty funny.
That is funny there.
That was good.
So, Ahmed is not the youngest person at the table, but
I'm the oldest, buddy.
I know, but I wasn't gonna go there. I went bald a lot later than he did in life.
Oh, I shaved when I was like 18, man.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's funny, because I don't know. Eventually, I don't know if there ever will be, but there's like the little pictures of Ahmed with his little afro.
I need to get. Yeah, I'll find them. I'll find them. Give you guys
little chubby Ahmed with an afro is fucking awesome.
Oh, I've got it somewhere. I'll go find it.
Chubby Ahmed with an afro to the Ahmed we know, and you just got a little bit gray. That's all that really happened.
It's funny. It's take the head and flip it over and just add more hair. It's good. Good.
Perfect.
I'm like Dassod, yeah.
They're saying he genuinely thought Ahmed was the youngest for some reason.
It's the personality. He's young at heart, young at mind, immature.
Do you see how often he naps?
That's the only time I get to see.
Funny.
I think Ahmed's actually closer to my dad's age than he is to my age.
Don't do that math. That's
don't go there. Don't think about that.
Because eventually I say I could be your dad.
Well, all right.
You're not 5'4", but still. Proportion-wise.
So how you doing, Marty?
Not too bad. We had the last two Kraken games for the season this week on Wednesday and Friday, and they were both good outings, full of beer and merriment, and went to karaoke a couple times after both of those games. It was a lot of fun. I sang Ride on AC/DC and War Pigs last night, and it was good.
Those are both good. Those good choices.
Yep. Saw some old acquaintances at the bar, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, moving pretty slow today. We had a bit of a late start for game. I'm like, I'm just gonna go back to the couch and nap some more.
on timing news or whatever, just a thing. So my wife has a new job, which had altered our schedules quite dramatically. Thursdays is probably going to be not the best day. Wednesdays will be better, just in general.
I think that's good with Mark as well.
Hopefully.
It doesn't matter now because there are no more games for this season. So
okay then.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, for me, you know me, guys. I can play anytime.
Well, this also means you won't get the stories on Saturdays of like, oh, my butt is sore from squatting because I squat today now. Like I wake up in the morning and I squat, and it won't be sore till tomorrow. Tomorrow that'll be that story.
Yeah, I look forward to those. It's awesome.
When I start DMing again, we'll probably have to go back to Thursday or Friday because I DM on some Tuesdays. So
yeah, there's no time for prep in the middle.
No time for prep in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't we do a quick recap of what happened last game? Charcuterie is what we called it. Game 37. The Steelrose Squad returns to Fort Servius and scries upon the missing Wayfinders who were sent to Fort Krag at the onset of the war. Chagga, Dassod, Duggan, Lloes, and Capra teleport to Fort Krag under a veil spell to try to determine why the mighty city of dwarves has been quiet during the war. Chagga makes contact with a clan of psychic grey dwarves. I was pleased at that. Dassod visits the statue of the dwarven hero Gulthane, who once wielded the mighty Shatterweave Maul. And we got him as one of your frickin' as one of your
my level smite.
Oh,
Once a day.
Dassod taking on this we're so sacrilegious. This paladin dwarf persona is amazing.
He's here for the artifact.
Yeah, this is hey Fox, hey Wither. Yeah, these are
Sup.
never shed that identity.
No, I know.
It's so powerful. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
Especially when we're fighting effectively the leaders of the enemy army are evil. Like for the rest of this war at least, this is a thing.
Yeah. Well, 30-some% of the characters I'll meet will be evil. Around.
It's not very often that you just end up fighting a lot of angels.
Screw you, buddy. It happens.
It happens.
Just not very often.
Right.
If you've got Smite Good, even the evil guys are like, I really need Smite Evil because really I get dicked over by my own dudes more frequently than I fight Paladins.
The other evil guys are the ones who have got the stuff we want. All right, so I don't remember if we teleported out, but I think we just left off as we visited the statue of Gulthane, and
we left off as visiting the statue of Gulthane.
And then we went up into a rope trick to plan.
Went up into a rope trick. You didn't invite Sergeant Hammersmith, who basically guarded the rope trick externally.
Yep.
And you sacrilegist with inside to become that which is Gulthane.
Hey, I bet you he's a really crappy swordsman. His limbs are too short. You know.
Hold on. What form am I in? Wait. There we go. Probably. He's not going to be using swords. He's going to be using hammers. Like the one out there. You know, the one that's been... Right?
Yes. Should we go and fetch that thing? I really don't like the sound of this hammer. Chagga's nervously fidgeting with his holy symbol.
Oh, don't you worry, Chagga. They're not going to be bringing it anywhere near you.
Between Capra, myself, and Lloes, we don't want the hammer accidentally even touching us. I suggest not using it.
That goes to me as well, right? I mean, the first instant I touched it, something bad could happen. I'm not sure.
Well, then touch it nicely.
Well, that is the plan. I mean, I've got the guy who used to grab it, and then I've got hopefully the right, mindset that allows me to grab it. So hopefully, I don't lose my magic, right?
Yes, we could leave now and go and fetch the hammer, or we could continue to scout around the city a little bit more. There's still the two other dwarven factions. The one that is in charge, and then the other noble faction whom we're going to blame for stuff. Chagga purses his lips and has a devilish grin.
That is the sweetest thing I've heard you say in a long time, Chagga. Didi would be proud.
What is that?
The smile. You just have like a happy smile. You're having a good day. First you met some weirdos like you.
It's quickly turned into the pursed smile where you can tell that he's...
Oh no, this is the wrong word! Oh no! It turned into the frowny smile! Which way is it?
Alright, are we going to start cutting through some of these dwarves or what? No, we're not here to fight the dwarves. We want the dwarves to fight for us, Lloes. Oh, okay.
I think we're doing the right thing here.
We might have to, persuade a dwarf.
Dassod, your
Yeah?
lies have a particular way of multiplying.
Oh, yeah. You want me to start doing that?
Do you think we should start any rumors, or should we get the lay of the land first?
Well, I think we've got a pretty good idea, but if we spend a day, perhaps we can find out what the politics of the region, and see who the strong ones are. Know what to be careful of.
Well, we need
but
to go.
I think we're there, pretty close to being there.
We need to go and at least catch a glimpse of what is their names? The leader.
The Great Hammers.
The Great Hammers, and then we want to go and have a glimpse of the Basalas.
Oh, no,
Keep in mind, the great hammers are the ones that are being influenced by the fire Oni. The name of the fire Oni is...
The name of the fire Oni is Kajimono.
Kajimono.
Maybe we need to dump a bucket on their fiery parade. Get it all wet and not burning.
Ooh, yes. Well, we could also start teleporting people here to get ready for the inevitable fight with the fire Oni. Perhaps our friend outside knows a good place for us to sort of hide out for a day or so. Let's get the lay of the land, and then we can teleport back to the dig site to get you your blasphemous hammer. Chagga seems very nervous about the hammer.
The blammer.
That is a good one.
Dassod is very nervous about getting the hammer, but he's also... He's like, is it worth it?
I certainly don't give the hammer to Capra. He might fucking hit you with it.
It only happened one time, and then that other time. But
do you know how fucking small I am for that to happen one time? It's like you won. It's like you won a contest.
Well, okay, so I was really 2 times because I was shooting 2 arrows at that time. Made 2 holes. There was more arrow than Duggan.
It's inconceivable, and it will never happen again.
Good. It'll never happen again.
No, Capra, it'll never happen again.
And I'm not worried about picking up the
It'll
hammer.
never happen again.
Fey politics aside, let's go and have a look around.
Okay, it's not happening again though, right? So wait a sec. Fall comes after summer. Duggan has machinations.
Yes, let's go take a peek at the great hammers. I don't want to introduce ourselves. Perhaps Lloes and Duggan can go spy on them, and then we could share the memories afterwards.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, all right. We're expecting guys to be disguised, right? Like the Oni's not looking like an Oni. Oh, I think he was described as some sort of fiery dwarf. I'm assuming that was the fire Oni. It could very well be just a fiery dwarf. Whatever a fiery dwarf is.
4.
You're on a roll today, Capra.
Well, I've got that...
Some nice spring rolls.
What is it called? So we did split our treasure, and Dassod does have an item that lets him give him true seeing once per round per day.
For 1 round, once per day.
Yeah, 1 round once per day. It could be useful to identify him.
Yes, both Lloes and I can cast true seeing. We could also cast it on Duggan, so they can go and have a true look around. Let's do that. And maybe we'll pick up some street meat on the way. I'm interested.
Street meat.
I'm interested in tasting the dwarven cuisine while we're here.
I bet they like to eat underground critters.
Yes, I imagine a lot of mushrooms for some reason.
I like mushrooms.
Things that grow in caves. Chagga's now floating down. He casts Overland Flight.
I wonder what they have for spices.
Sergeant Hammersmith, could we go into the vicinity of wherever the Great Hammers have their headquarters?
As you pop out, Sergeant Hammersmith waves you away momentarily. He's talking with someone. He ends up pointing someone in some direction. He waves you down a few moments later as a younger dwarf goes wandering through to go pray.
That's fine.
Sir.
If you could bring us to the Great Hammer Hall or wherever they have their headquarters, we would like to have a peek.
All right, sir. Takes you kind of a circuitous route through the Cragfall Citadel. There's a couple of guards here that you end up just passing by as you are within the city. He comes to this point. There's a very well fortified wall that you can see a bunch of musket-bearing shield and musket dwarves upon. They have very long, large-looking firearms. He turns left.
Cool.
He basically gets to a point where he's pointing at another interior wall within the walled city. For those who are counting, he is behind 1, 2, 3, 4 walls.
Yes, a very defensible place this we have here. I imagine when goblins aren't surrounding the city, this place does a brisk trade. Chagga's making small talk with Record. Not Record, with Sergeant Hammersmith. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Lots of trade through here. Integral part the Imperium.
Yes, the Imperium. We should never forget that fact, says Chagga as he's looking around. There are seeds of ideas in Chagga's head.
Yeah, surrounded by dwarves in this dwarvish enclave that is massive and mostly independent. Okay, there's a wall that surrounds this place. It has entrances on... The main entrance is on this side over here. There's additionally an entrance over on this side as well.
One of the thoughts that goes through Chagga's head... He has a ring of mind shielding, so he lets his mind wander sometimes. Is the dwarves could certainly teach the goblins a thing or two about craft and trade. He's actually picturing that goblins may not disappear from here for long. In fact, Chagga kind of wants it to be a shining beacon to the goblins. Imagine if the goblins were trading through this place as opposed to trying to take it over.
Yeah. They're trying to... Integrationist.
Anyways, he's kind of lost in thought for a little bit.
Hammersmith is kind of... Do you want me to... try to get an audience, or...
Oh, no, I'm going to send my spirit friend and my imp here in to have a look.
Who are you calling an imp?
You chose the...
Don't you forget it.
Yeah, all right. Come over here, Dugan.
Type of thing keeps them on their toes.
Just want to make sure I'm not hallucinating. Lloes does have true.
Is Lloes able to carry his own? He does. Or someone's been casting it on him.
So he has true seeing as a spell. How do his expensive material components work as a ghost?
Just throw it in his little container.
I think they need to be in his urn.
Okay.
You just toss the stuff.
So whenever we're casting expensive spells, I take it out of the party pool that we have. Like I don't actually have it on individual character sheets.
Yeah. So there's some of it is in his urn. So if his urn ever disappears from the party, he's getting a percentage of the.
Yeah, we've got like 13,000 gold pieces of spell components. So I'm going to take off 500. I'm also going to keep track of that in our expenses.
Slowly convert spell components into military writ.
Damn straight.
Well.
So, hey man, we're doing things for the Imperium, and we got expenses.
Pay me.
Pay me.
These are expenses. Yeah.
These rockets aren't coming out of our 401ks. Anyways. Okay, so that's 2 castings. Lloes is going to cast True Seeing on himself and True Seeing on Dugganschmirph.
What about his
Dugan's going to
urn?
turn invisible.
Or he's going to be in the area?
Yep. And then,
Gotcha.
Who's carrying the urn? Look,
Kev can carry the urn.
I think Dassod's.
Sure.
I don't even see the urn token. We'll say Dassod's carrying it.
Go ahead, Los. I'll stay in the area. I'm not going to get too far.
Okay. Lloes and Duggan are turning invisible and are gonna have a look.
All right. 1 second.
Just,
who has the worst?
One sec.
Stealth?
Hey, Sergeant, are there any like magical protections or anything we should be aware of here, Dina? Like, is this some kind of great like hole that might be protected in a way that might, harm Los?
I'll be fine.
You're in a dwarven stronghold. There be magics.
All right.
So Duggan.
Los, don't get dead again.
Yeah, I don't plan on it.
Good.
Thanks for your concern, though. He, like, lovingly swipes his sword kind of in your direction.
He nods in his mind's like, I wonder how much I can get for this urn.
Dugganschmirph does have trap spotter, just as an FYI.
Okay.
I'm double checking. I'm saying it, but I'm like, yes, he has trap spotter. Lloes does not. And you were asking who has the worst what?
Stealth.
Including invis or not including invis?
Don't include invis.
Okay. Lloes's stealth without invis is 41. And Dugganschmirph's stealth without invis is 59.
60.
So Lloes's worst. Yeah.
D20 plus 41.
Yep. Gets a 53.
Okay.
Silent like death.
Okay. All right. You make your way into this highly defensible yet compact little like castle within the castle within a castle within a mountain inside a castle, sort of thing. There are two main structures with a main entry hall that connects the two. These two both spiral up in terms of towers. They go both up and down in your estimations. The northernmost one appears to have a very well-clothed, but how would we phrase this? Man of nervous demeanor.
Oh,
and liker of food.
he's a big boy, isn't he?
Yes. So there's a 400 or 500 pound dwarf, with a long beard, a nervous demeanor. It's unkempt. He is surrounded by a series of guards and a female dwarf who is tending to him.
There is magic around that guy. Something's making him sick.
He's the token really does describe it in terms of he is not well.
Is the telepathic bond that we had up still going?
After all the finicking, you'd have to recast it.
Okay, so we didn't, unfortunately. But Dugganschmirph's chuckling. It's a fucking Chagga of dwarves. Lloes kind of does the does a little quiet laugh, like ghosts could be absolutely silent if they want to, but like if you saw him, he's actually there was a flash of laughter.
This is not this dwarf does not have the countenance of a warrior. He does look like he's of the under dwarf variety, or at least somewhat.
Does he have any regalia that would suggest he's in charge?
He's got a crown that looks similar to the crown that is in the head of the dwarf on the outside of the mountain. He is also wearing very noble-looking, billowy silk robes.
Does he have a?
Also,
does he have a belt
cut
or
his hair in long time.
Interesting. Does he have a belt or any really valuable looking jewelry or
Give me 1 second.
something that looks important? This is Dugganschmirph we're talking about.
Yes.
Something's going missing.
Give me a moment.
Lloes is actually pretty good at sleight of hand too. I think he can auto aid. What's funny is they could do this from afar.
Yeah. Well,
Okay. He has a pair of bracers. He has a crown. His goblet looks rather expensive. Some of his beard rings, you suspect, are magical. Inside this room, there is a set of very magic and refined dwarven full plate. You don't think he fits within it currently.
Yeah,
It is for a very large dwarf, but not
Yeah.
quite this large.
Dugan's looking at small items because he still needs to pick them up. So I think those beard rings are being pilfered.
Okay, do either of you speak dwarvish?
You know, Dugan does.
Dugan.
Yeah, Lloes, Chagga, and are going to learn Dwarven next level.
Give me sense motives.
Okay. Lloes's wisdom is 10? No, he's got a 14 plus 2. That's Lloes's sense motive. 5. He doesn't care.
There's a dwarf. That dwarf might like eating.
Dugan's a bit more perceptive. 24.
Or it could be glandular. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a dwarf. That is a dwarf with a nervous demeanor. He doesn't act like a nobleman or a warrior.
Yeah, Dugan thinks there's something's happened to him. He's probably, if he's nervous, he's probably nervous. He's seen Chagga nervous eat, so something bad. We already know something rotten's going on here. So the dwarves are being manipulated. But that still doesn't keep him from being robbed. So
No, I'm fine.
those
is there any magic going off of his head?
Nobody's detected magic.
Oh, they don't have the.
We do have true sight. All the dwarves are actually dwarves.
The dwarves are actually dwarves.
Okay.
The dwarvish woman is a dwarvish woman.
Okay.
She is wearing like a suit of breastplate integrated into some noble woman's wear.
Yeah.
The full plate in the room does have a glamour on it that you can see through. It is basically through the glamour you can see like the battle damage underneath, like the scuffs and the wear and tear of a warrior's armor. There's a glamour on top that makes it look like pristine and beautiful. Even through the glamour, it still won't fit him right now.
Yep. So I vaguely recall Dugan has an item where you can roll 2 times per day for his.
I believe it's not an item. I think that's one of his rogue powers. Or maybe he has 2 ways of doing it.
Roll 2 times for what?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, you might be right.
Dugan. Oh, Dr. Dugan.
You know what? It's so good that I don't.
You don't that you necessarily need it.
All right, Lloes is going to aid. He can auto aid. So 1d20 plus 57. He gets a 72 on the sleight of hand check.
Okay. Borum lets out a great gasp as part of his beard goes in front of me. He's like, oh. He doesn't notice the ring itself is missing.
Yep. His beard both.
He pats it down. He drinks from his vessel. He eats a piece of cheese and a grape.
Okay. So how many beard rings do we steal?
How many are you going for?
All of them?
Okay, you have 5 beard rings.
Perfect. 5 beard rings from Borum. Great hammer. Alright, does this man... Is he messy?
He's not overly neat, but he's not like a... It's not like, you know... He's not like a hoarder.
Does he wander far to relieve himself?
Nope, it looks like that is relatively close to where he's at. There's a chamber pot in this room.
Does Dugan know that
He knows Dassod will eat it. He's
excrement
seen
can
him
be
do it.
used for samples? For...
Dassod used to do that as a joke to gross people out. He'd say he could just...
Right. Okay, so is there an open window or a place where he can slowly start moving one of the bedpans or the chamber pots like away?
So there's no windows on this floor.
Okay.
It looks like the windows themselves have been wall-stoned over.
Yep.
But there is a hatch that goes down a set of stairs.
Okay, we're gonna death by 1,000 cuts, like slowly move this one chamber pot until it's out. If nobody's looking, then it goes in, like it gets moved out. So he's basically gonna try to steal one of the chamber pots with his telekinesis.
Give me a sleight of hand check with a -10.
Okay. Which is 1d20 plus 57 with Lloes's help. -10. 64.
Yeah, you're able to pilfer one of the chamber pots in this room.
Okay, we'll retreat a little bit. Dugan will... I just got to give this to Dassod. He really likes poop. Not as much as Mort, I don't think. Dugan comes, he sees his chamber pot floating out, and it drops down in front of you guys.
Yeah. Right.
Oh.
This is just for...
This is for my friend Kev. Oh, Chagga,
Yeah.
you're really gonna like Borum. You're like 2 peas in a pod that wouldn't fit.
I'm suspicious.
Is this some of his poop? I know how much you like it. Well, not as much as Mort, although I don't know.
Hammersmith looks disgusted.
Yep. Dugan then also drops a bunch of beard rings into Chagga's hand. Save those for later. Then we go back. Yeah, we're gonna check out the other side. Stealth check. 50.
That is Lloes, correct?
Yep. That's without invis. With invis, it would be 70.
Yes.
Whoa. That guy looks much more competent. If looks mean a thing. What is that?
All right.
you mean this guy?
Yeah. Well,
Not
that
this
is
guy.
two.
Okay, the base of this tower is guarded by 2 large fire giants.
Okay.
So they basically kind of like that sort of formation at the bottom of the tower. The level up, you see 4 very competent-looking dwarves. You got true seeing up?
Yep.
You see very competent-looking brutish Oni
That are disguised as the dwarves.
that are currently in the shape of dwarves.
Okay. Oh, wow.
They
Those
look
guys,
cool, don't
yeah, they look pretty rough too.
And as you come around the room, you happen to be in a position that is rather close to one another as you're looking this fire guy in the face in the form of a dwarf Azure.
That guy.
Yeah, and he's
Is
looking
that
at
guy.
you. Think he sees you.
Okay, so what he would see is... What did Lloes get disguised at? I forget.
He was a dwarf.
He was a
wasn't he?
regular dwarf. Yeah,
He's a regular dwarf.
yeah.
So there's a regular dwarf floating through a wall. Like,
Yep.
No.
That's right. You got blamed for a damn dwarven druid or something like
A
that.
damn
Yeah.
dwarven druid.
Yep.
Get away from there.
All right, Lloes is gonna get the hell out of there if he thinks he's been spotted.
Hard. So, give me an initiative check.
Sure. Lloes is first, Duggan second.
Guy looks like he's very drinkable.
Okay. Los was first. What was your
The total Duggan got a 32, Lloes got a 20.
20? Okay. He looks at you and casts a spell.
Okay.
Come, join me, inquisitive friend. Give me a spellcraft.
Sure. Lloes knows what magic is.
That's what he uses to put on his pants in the morning.
Right.
If they get off.
Second level spells or less?
He said magic words at you that didn't do anything.
Okay.
That didn't do anything.
Nothing effective.
Command.
Dugganschmirph.
Something along those lines.
Dugganschmirph is going to try to pilfer something at this guy's belt.
Okay.
Oh, his ring.
Yeah,
Thanks,
what is this guy wearing?
Duggan's gonna come back pimped out. Check me out.
Well, so Duggan does or does not have true seeing?
He does.
Oh, he does? Okay, so what he
Yeah,
actually
Lloes
does-
cast True Seeing on himself and Duggan. They're 6 level
Okay.
spells for Lloes. It's pretty intense.
He is wearing a heavy armor. He has a very nice looking sword of a similar design to what Grackle uses.
It's like a large hob thin blade.
A large hob thin blade.
Okay, we're grabbing that.
I'm not clear. I know how to use this.
Well,
but I
you
would
just
definitely
telekinetic
try.
around and we get the fuck out of there, and the guy doesn't have his magic sword.
See, you pull that move right before we fight.
No, guess where the magic sword's going? Yeah, we'll just
They could go anywhere. You could dump it down the pit into the lava below.
dump it down the pit, or we place it in the third noble family's possessions.
There's all sorts of fun there.
Minus a few magics.
Yep.
Give me your sleight of hand.
Sure. Lloes is not aiding this time.
You might want to find that roll twice thing.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I looked for that. I can find it.
Deft hands, maybe.
No, I noticed he has like for 11th he has like rogue power, but he didn't specify what it is.
That's just a feat.
Yep.
Extra rogue talent. Yeah.
So he might have got it through an item where he would have retrained his rogue talent. Braziers of burglary. Once per day, you can take 10 on a disabled device. No, those are not the right ones.
And just 5 plus 5 to a sleight of hand. See if there's anything specific about it.
No, I'm not seeing it for some reason.
I think he retrained it.
Take 10 on a single.
I think he's decided he's good enough at this that he could retrain
Okay.
the rogue power.
I'm gonna look up weapon snatcher though. I think this means he can do CMD
Yeah, that's what I'm
checks.
looking for.
But
Yeah.
if you use the sleight of hand instead of a CMB, I think.
Yep, and the guy's not wielding his sword yet, right? So it's a thing on his hand, a thing on his belt.
It is a thing on his belt.
Okay. All right, he's just gonna roll.
Forget to surge if needed.
70.
Sorry, I'm muted.
70 is the
Okay,
result.
where is it going?
It's going down the hallway and out the way we came.
Ah! Come on!
Teleport.
Well, yeah, now it's Lloes's turn.
Yep.
Lloes picks up the sword. He can pick up any sword
I'll
that...
remember this. It is a magical blade.
Yep.
It is something that he is capable. It's too big for him, but it is the thin blade is not a two-handed weapon, right?
No, it's a single.
Give me a
it's
second.
one-handed
Give me a second. There may be a caveat here that he can't pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
A ghost may treat any weapon, armor, or shield with which it is proficient as though it had the ghost touch weapon quality. So, is Lloes proficient with hob thin blades? Do you need a EWP for it? Do you need exotic weapon proficiency? Because if not, then he can't pick it up.
That's funny right there. Oh shit! This sword is too weird. It's got a turn in it. So does Grackle have exotic weapon proficiency or a... Yes, it's an exotic weapon proficiency.
It is an EWP, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so Lloes can't pick it up. Now... Can you teleport something without picking it up by touching it?
It needs to be in your possession, otherwise you have to use teleport object. You could plane shift it.
I guess, can Dugan pick up the sword, or is it too big for him to pick up?
What's Dugan's physical
Strength. Is
strength?
minus.
Dugan's physical strength is 6, and he's diminutive.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can lift 45 pounds, and he can push drag... So he can lift 45 pounds, Mark's already figured this out.
Okay.
A hob thin blade's like 3 or 6 pounds, so large would be 12.
It's this blade is 10 pounds.
All right, so Dugan power lifts the blade.
It's like a fire hydrant for the kid.
Yeah, I can't pick it up. What do you mean you can't pick it up? I don't know how to use it. Stupid.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It's curved at the end.
And then Lloes is gonna teleport just outside somewhere, like this cluster of buildings or whatever.
Okay.
He'll use Dimension Door. He doesn't have to use the teleport.
Okay, you dimension door away. You do hear in a
that was fun.
a mixture of giant and dwarvish, cursing.
Tower shaking.
Let's get back to Chagga and tell him what we did.
I believe something went down in that tower right there.
Tell him what you did. You're the one that got spotted.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, we're ducking into an alley again. Oh, here's a wonderful blade. It came off the fire.
Dugan's.
Well, once he's outside, he doesn't need to pick it up. He could just
Oh, you
telekinesis.
can telekinesis it around.
Yeah, that's right.
There's a large blade flying.
This needs to go into a bag. Too sweet.
Okay, that's too funny.
Yeah, it'll go into a bag.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna put some
there's
distance.
the sound of an alarm being called in this building.
Yeah, we're gonna put some distance between us and them. Which way is the other clan seat? Oh, it's not very far, is it?
No.
Well, we can come back.
Here's the courthouse, which adjudicates between the two, like the neutral territory between the two clans.
What is this place?
This is this was already described to you by Hammersmith as the main church of Gulthane.
People worship that dude?
People worship that dude / Gulthan. They get spells from Gulthan. They don't get spells from Gulthane. It's like a church named after a saint.
All right, we're gonna start heading back to the lower area.
Okay. Give me. Are you going with all due haste?
Yeah, I think we're taking the most direct route, and we're kind of trying to avoid the.
Okay, give me your.
I think
group.
I think he suggested that we might, just teleport the hell out of here.
Give me your group initiative versus the town's initiative.
Captain, if you don't mind, I think it'd be a good idea just to teleport back to where we initially came in.
Fine, we could do that.
Dugan, get in the bag.
Oh, you fuck. Hey, Dugan, saves the day, gets the sword. Get in the bag.
You can hear some horns being blown.
What's funny is
yeah,
that
at that point, I don't think we're
bag.
running like common thieves. We're just gonna teleport away like magic thieves.
It would be funny if Dugan gets in the bag, we drop the bag and teleport.
All right, so we stick Dugan in a bag. Chagga will teleport back to the attic where we initially met and made contact with with Sergeant.
Okay, we're back on the exterior map now.
Yeah, I need a percentile probably.
You do.
53.
Back
there. We're all good.
Okay, there's the sounds of horns blowing. You can hear a bunch of troops are being alerted to. It seems like they're shutting down the interior. They're halting trade, or at least closely inspecting everyone going in and out.
Well, Sergeant Hammersmith, I think we're going to go and fetch some of our others. Likely,
Sure.
there's going to be a bit of excitement around here.
Never a dull day, sir.
Oh, that was an Oni, and his guards are big Onis, and oh yes, we'll share the memories when we get back. But good work, the two of you.
Aye,
Yeah.
you're doing us proud.
They never knew you were there.
Yeah, I think he saw me, but he didn't. I don't think he saw through the veil.
What an idiot.
Bloody right.
Okay, we're gonna teleport back to the to our safe spot in Fort Servius.
Serious.
Never a dull day in the Legion, sir.
Wait.
Hammersmith
Right,
salutes
right,
at you as you teleport away.
Yep.
Oi, Sergeant, do you need anything when we come back?
Good question.
We can get you supplies. Tell us what you want. I'll do my best to get them for you.
If you can get some tobacco from the north.
Chagga was interested in what he was going to say, and then is now not interested. He wants
Luxuries.
Could you, by the time we come back, prepare how we would get maybe some directions or a map of how we would get to the place where you lost your companions, where that crazy Hydra tentacle thing was? And also any information, maps, that sort of thing, intelligence reports around this ghost medusa.
Sir. He nods.
Let's find out what these items are.
Let's split some more
Yeah,
treasure.
Dugan comes out of the bag because we don't need him to go back, and then we teleport back to our spot, and I think I make it back. Yeah. All that teleporting and skullduggery eats away at the spells.
But it's also useful.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna move us from.
Give me back my +5 katana, you bastard!
Give it back to him. All the runes have been stripped off of it.
That's awesome.
All right. Yeah. Let's identify those items. The
Yeah,
beard
where are you
rings.
teleporting to?
Servius.
Servius.
Okay, I need a caster level check.
There wasn't one on the way.
There wasn't
Oh,
one on
sorry,
the
no,
thing
we're
here.
good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Okay.
We're good
The
here.
first
We're-
time you said
yeah.
that, I was like, do we have to? Like, no, we didn't last time.
No,
Good.
no.
Yep.
We're good. I
It's all good.
Kaji
That's
Monos.
You're just trying to.
Thin blade. And we've got 5 beard rings from Borum.
Okay.
We arrived back and we're just all laughing. Oh yes, Duckin. It was a good trip.
Servius.
We met a bunch of dwarves. Did you know there's a whole bunch of dwarves in dwarvish cities? Like lots and lots of dwarves. Like more dwarves in dwarvish cities than there are like elves in the elf cities.
Yes, our first foray was successful. We found some allies, and the dwarves of this big city are clearly not entering the wall because their leadership has been tricked or coerced or cursed by the Fire Oni.
Yeah, I believe he. I mean, if we didn't see his face yet, though, right? We didn't share memory.
No.
Well, what we're
Yeah.
going to do now is we're going to share a memory of Lloes and Duggan's 5 minutes of running around in the in those buildings.
Would have been.
Give me a spellcraft check from those who were those others in there. There was definitely a charm-like effect on Borum.
Mm-hmm.
That is obvious. That is evident to anybody who studies human emotions or the emotions of people.
Right. So, which do you want in a spellcraft or is
Yep.
it sense motive?
The spellcraft. Well, the sense motive I gave you that for free. Spellcraft.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, there would be
Just
4
decide.
castings. There would be the minute of them spying on Boren for
Yeah.
Chagga and for Dassod, and then the minute of them spying on the Oni
Yep.
for Chagga and Dassod.
So
Okay.
37 for
Okay.
spellcraft.
He tried to dominate monster as a standard action. Like a very
Oh.
quick dominate monster was what he tried to hit Los with.
Now, was that a quickened, or was that a drinkable fella who he's ran into?
Standard action.
Ooh.
It's pretty rough. Oh, we'll have to protect ourselves against that sort of thing. We
Oh,
wouldn't-
that bastard's gonna be mine. I'm so taking him. So taking him. Oh, where's it? Pops out. No, he doesn't pop out.
Do you want to?
Oh,
Do you
sorry
wanna
about that.
Wow. Oh yes, I agree. Duckin waddles near you for a pet when you turn to Kev.
Hey, little ducky.
Other
That's it.
things that you notice when you have more eyes on what has occurred, the woman that was with Borum
Yeah.
appeared to be making more of the decisions or having some influence in the goings on, and they basically are deferring to the Oni.
Got it. Well, looks like we have an incompetent leader of a great city of dwarves.
He's under some kind of effect, right? Some kind of spell effect.
I realize that. How incompetent you'd have to be as a leader to allow that to happen.
Or his also,
Capra
his-
is detecting magic on Chagga. The sleep Chagga is on...
also, like his companions, they should detect that on him, right? Why hasn't that that lady behind him trying to help him out? She should have seen it. Maybe she's the one that put it on him.
If they're incapable of running this city and living up to their expectations of the Imperium, then that other clan seems to be more than willing to attempt to do so.
Hmm.
You mean the weird ones with the pit into the volcano?
Right,
Yes.
here's the thing. Do we try to break that guy out of his little spell thingy? Or do we just say, screw it and have a change? You know what I mean? How do you want to play it, Captain?
Well,
An easy way is to just, break him out of his spell, right?
effectively we want the dwarves to enter the war.
Yeah. So, we don't know who to trust on his side, right? Who do we prove? Like, we can't tell him, yeah, you've been under something's control, and it's the Oni. Because
Well,
we would have to tell it to somebody else who's watching, but you can't trust any of those folks. So,
we really need to attack that tower with the Oni inside.
yeah.
I think the Fae of the council, of their little council, are enemies of these Oni.
Yeah, they're bastards.
Was this Oni the one that is holding this massive blade?
Yes. Yeah, we'll identify the blade.
Okay, it's a +5 hob thin blade. Large.
It's quite impressive, must say.
We take our downtime to strip it of its runes.
We didn't actually up. Remember when we said we were taking apart one of those javelins? +5. I think
The
it's a
spear.
+5 javelin.
Oh, we
Spear?
haven't done that.
We haven't done that,
yet.
right?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well, not good, but
Well, how long would it take us to make a facsimile of this, or to take the runes that we need? Take a couple of days.
Maybe if we do a really good
I
we
don't
can make
know.
it fast.
Yes, at least take the most powerful runes off of it. I'm thinking the +5 and the +4, and then we have a +3 blade.
Who cares about the rest? I found my sword, yes. It doesn't get through DR like it used to.
It's not as
it's
sharp.
not as sharp. It's not as
It
sharp.
doesn't
bounces
glow
a lot.
like
I
it
don't know
did. It's missing a.
What's up with this thing?
It's missing a gem.
It's holding it backwards.
Yeah. None of us are fabricators. If we had the crafter kind of guy in our party, it would be like we'd make a.
Yes.
All right. Well, next step is why don't we get that Lexicus guy to take the runes off of this thing? The problem with that is that we shouldn't leave the thin blade outside of a protection from scrying.
Yeah, that's
Chagga,
true.
You wouldn't
What?
kidnap a poor, helpless crafter and make him work in our tiny closet.
Not the way you put it.
Chagga, we shouldn't do that.
We
For
could
his own protection.
put in an emergency request. We are wayfinders. We do have some clout.
Or we could upgrade his shop with the thingy.
Or we can just request it. One's cheaper.
Well,
You work
So-
for me now, short stuff.
the rumors, we should start. What we want is, we want the dwarves to think that they're being manipulated, because they are.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not really a rumor.
But-
it's just like-
But
I can just put that rumor out, Captain. Like that. Give me a day or two, and I can have half the dwarves want to burn down those
well,
fiery dwarf guy.
let's put some ideas together.
All right.
This is rumors for Fort Krag.
Hey, Mark. What's up?
What rumor
Who's
should
here?
we? Iron Lord Azersi intends to consume the souls of all the dwarves of Fort Krag, denying its citizens of their
Afterlife.
rightful afterlife.
That always gets people.
They're they're very religious. The other rumor will be,
The Red Dwarf is actually an Oni.
what do they call him? Azer, the fire.
Azer.
Azer has corrupted Clan Great Hammer and is in control of Fort Krag and is plundering its riches. Clan Great Hammer is planning to spread the, what do we call it? The blight in Fort Krag.
Bastards. That's just horrible. Why would they spread the blight?
Wait,
Didn't they make a deal not to spread the blight?
yes.
Oh, these are lies!
Clan, what was the other clan? The third one? Gliss? No.
Basala?
I
Basala?
remember.
Has stolen Azer's magic sword.
Touche, old man.
Ah.
I like it.
Clan, Sonic
Remind me
Wars,
not to get on your bad side.
Clan Grey something? Who are they? Who are Chaggas?
Oh, in the meantime, Dassod takes a sippy sip and then brushes his teeth. Exactly like that, Marty. Exactly like that.
Delicious.
Delicious. Yum, 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 yum. General Trug, I'll keep. Professor, no, he's gone. You know what? Grax didn't really give me anything. I'm gonna shed him. I'm gonna shed Grax and try to get whatever his name is.
Oh, the Imperial.
I burned myself. Ow.
Oh, you okay?
Thanks.
The Imperial Arcane Parliament will magically punish any dwarf that does not live up to their debt to the Imperium.
Chagga, I thought you said these were lies. That one doesn't look like a lie.
Oh, I don't know if the Imperial Arcane Parliament has passed any motions or not.
Oh, okay. You're the. I thought it was a wizard thing. You just know these sorts of things.
Oh, no, I'm actually not a wizard.
What do you mean? You got a carrier duck. You got a really fat, like raven, called a duck.
I'm not a wizard. I'm sorcerer.
Oh,
I didn't have to go to school for my magic.
neither did I. I wasn't really good at school either.
Chagga thinks to himself, there are some places in the Imperium where they don't like sorcerers. It's a good thing
When
that...
you have to go to Fae school, the desks are all really, really, really small, and you keep hitting your head on the ceiling.
Well, I think between those 5 lies, there will be plenty of incentive for the dwarves to rise up and to fight the goblin kind.
Okay.
Chagga writes them down and gives them to Dassod. Here you go.
Great. Dassod, who are you going to tell the lies to? I mean the truths. I mean the things.
Oh, I'm just gonna spend a day in the in the taverns, and with some of the troops and the upper town,
Excellent.
buying stuff anywhere as I go spending the day.
Why don't we spend the time visiting our rune crafter friend, and we'll cast Mage's private sanctum.
Magnificent private sanctum.
Yes, and we'll have him scrape a couple of the runes off of the blade so that we could make the lie truth.
Oh, Chagga, you're being devious, aren't you? You got that look
Well,
on your
you should have
face.
saw. He got so happy. He had the real smile, one without the little frowny in the smile. He was real. He's been real Fey-like.
So, you say it'll take a couple of days to start spreading those rumors, and then in a couple of days we will strike the Aesir down. Perhaps Gulthane will return to smote down the Aesir.
Oh yeah, that would be amazing though.
Yes, we get his hammer and everything. Chagga's not certain about the hammer, but
Who knows?
You mean the angry hammer?
Who knows, Cap? Who knows?
yes. I'd rather us have this weapon than others, but it just makes me feel dirty thinking about what it could do. I'm-
Dassod's twisting something in his head. He's got nothing in his head.
I'm conflicted. On one side it is magic, on the other side it destroys magic, but it takes magic to destroy magic.
Do you know what we do in these moments, Chagga?
Hmm?
We just let her rip. Whatever you think at the time. There's Fey gods that want you to tie your shoes, and there's Fey gods that want you to tie the other guy's shoes, and there's Fey gods that want you to tie your shoes to the other guy's shoes.
No.
You just pick the one you want at the time and go.
It's the
Better to
type.
have and not need, Captain, than needing to have.
It's the
He
sort
has
of
one.
it's the sort of thing, Dassod, that if I use it myself, I think I would lose my powers of my deity.
Captain, I think I will lose all my powers if I use it. I'm not sure.
You know
But
how
I'm willing
we
to try.
do you know how we put Grackle to bed with his chains on because we don't trust Aeronok? That hammer is Aeronok, and I think its use should be relegated to situations where orders are given.
Oh, absolutely. This thing's not going to be flying around in the field.
Oh, I can make it fly around like with telekinesis or something like that. It'll be fun.
No.
Oh yes, it'll be lots of fun. Look out, Capra! Here comes the spell smasher.
No. No.
Are you guys still on that again? He didn't mean it.
He comes after summer. He's plotting against me. He's trying to usurp that of summer.
Yeah, well, remember I'm winter, so I'm coming after you, Dugan.
Exactly.
Right? Gang up on me.
No, it's not like that, but
Pick on someone.
Hey, leave Dugan alone.
Pick on someone your own size.
I'm trying to.
Don't worry. We'll get someone. We'll get someone of proper temperament to be the Lord or Lady of Spring.
Spring lady.
Are those fighting words? It didn't make much sense or shit to me.
Oh yeah, Phoebe's gonna be. Maybe not.
Hey, I can be a fae.
Yeah, you're an honorable Fae.
Thank you. I am pretty honorable.
I don't want to break it though.
I'm pretty certain it would break.
Ring, hammer, bring it on. Crown? Oh yeah.
It's just an artifact for every for every form.
Every plane he goes to, there's a god going, fuck no.
Screw that guy. Everybody on him.
Wait a second.
If Dassod wants to try, like we haven't got the ring yet, right? Like
Yep.
it's somewhere I think when we go fight the fungus.
No. It's not break campaign.
A great movie about fungus, Adam. It's called Gaia. It was an interesting.
How old is it?
I forget which service I watched it on, but I think I watched it on Prime. like super awesome. There's some body horror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a documentary or a movie?
It's a movie.
Okay.
I think we
it's
saw
got-
the
it's got-
preview
it's
and
got-
then Jessica got scared.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got funguses in it.
Jessica hates it when the plants are the bad guys. If the plant is the bad guy,
Yeah.
she's just like, oh my god!
Hurry, bring a vegan.
This is it was a surprise.
Yeah,
It was
vegetarian,
kind of like a B horror movie, but it was a surprise, and I liked it.
Cool. I will
Yep.
put it on the list.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
Okay. So the party is splitting into two groups and doing some stuff. Who is going to town on the next day, and who is going back to the Krag to spread rumors?
I'm spreading rumors.
And are you doing anything with the hammer at this point in time?
I think we should spread rumors, then go get the hammer. Or are we gonna get the hammer now?
Let's get the hammer now. To be honest, it doesn't affect my ability to tell lies if I lose my sorcerer's level.
Okay. All right, let's go get the hammer now.
We teleport outside and walk our bloody asses in.
We're not gonna do it in this. We're not gonna do it on the same day that we just
That we did our
hopped around
teleports.
because we spent some
Mhm.
serious spell power. What we can do is teleport to the other fort, set up a mage's private sanctum using mythic points, and get Lexicus to start scraping the runes off of the blade.
Okay. Where are you putting up the Mage's Private Sanctum? Are you putting that up in his shop? Or
In
are you
his
gonna do it
shop. Yeah.
In the shop?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me your diplomacy check to convince him to do this first. And that he shouldn't be worried about them Mage's Private Sanctum being this thing you need to work.
Yeah, so the little group that has been teleporting around doing stuff will be the same group that goes and visits him. Chagga
Okay.
can auto aid. I think he's not the diplomacy guy, or is he? Plus 17. Nope, plus 23.
Capra is a plus 19, so he's an
Let me
auto
check for
aider.
grapple. Let me check for grapple.
Yes, Lloes also auto aids.
Auto aid for grapple.
No, it's just the group Dassod. Grackle's not.
Dassod's the one who's going to.
This is
The
the same day.
rumors.
This is before that. Before
Yep.
then.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So Dassod might take lead on this. 27. What is he? What's his? Is he a goblin or something?
He's a gnome.
He was the gnome.
So plus 35. Versus gnomes.
Cool,
Diplomacy?
because of your regalia.
Before all the,
Regalia.
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
good
Okay,
stuff.
so yeah, then everyone aids you. So Lloes, Capra, and Chagga aid you for a plus 6.
$56.
Okay, he's willing to do this for you in an emergency, but he wants real money, not military writ bullshit.
Okay.
Done and done.
You give me the real real money, and it's
We have it. Just let me figure out what this will cost.
We do. I think even Dassod has it.
Where's
have it
the
in,
rune? You know whose money we're using? We're using the other Oni's pay money to pay to scrape the... We're using the water... No, we're using basically a Xerxes dude's money. Yeah.
Admiral Fang's.
That's right.
Yep.
Who he probably took from the Imperials. So it really
It's
is...
imperial money. Yep.
Funny. Alright, rune crafting, where are you?
I just got an email saying I'm getting audited. Gotta love the government. All right, whatever.
Okay, the rune to runestone cost for the plus 5 is 2250. Plus having a blank runestone, so 2250 plus the actual runestone, I think is 300. Basically a masterwork item to put the rune in. And then we need another runestone for the plus 4 rune. And then 1750. So this will cost us 4,600 gold pieces. I'll just subtract that from the party slush fund.
And it's like 8 days or 9 days of work.
No, that would be 5 days of work.
5 days of work. Okay.
Yeah.
He's able to quick craft the +5s.
Okay.
Dassod wants to actually teleport and go grab some tobacco.
Adam, we only have 74,000 gold pieces of actual coins.
The dude doesn't want this stupid paper money
Yeah,
where they say he
right.
has money, but he doesn't have no
That's right.
goddamn money.
Yep.
Dassod actually wants to teleport and grab some tobacco for him.
Well, we're in the
You're in a place with the market.
we're at Fort Manius, where the market is. So you could grab.
You're in the town outside of Fort Manius.
Yeah, we'll go grab 20 gold pieces worth of tobacco. That should be plenty, right?
Okay. You go and get some.
It's a side quest. I'm fulfilling the side quest.
Roll a d4.
Okay, what am I looking for? 1.
Takes you an hour to find a tobacconist that has the right tobacco.
Right on. Good quality stuff.
All right. I don't think any of us are at the point where we're going to leave weapons behind to actually have the runes put into them.
No. But the question is how many samples of the stool sample are there?
There is a lot of stool sample.
Because Dassod has an empty slot, if you know what I'm saying. Let's just figure out what our options are before we.
Level check.
That's right. You change into them to see what they can do, and then you slough them off if it's
You're
not
like, hey.
cool.
Yep. 22.
Which is a
12th level
level
character.
dude.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you make it.
I make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta change this guard, Captain. this guy's a piece of shit.
12 level is still
alright.
pretty decent.
All right.
This form grants you the toughness feat.
I already got the toughness feat.
Well, then you get twice as many hit points from the toughness feat.
Stacks, eh? Look at you. Movement. 10.
It also would allow you, like, as long as you have it, you can take the dwarven defender or the stalwart defender prestige class. Like, it counts as basically having the feat tree for it. So you don't have to waste all your feats to get there.
Okay. What was that guy's name?
Borum.
Gorum?
Borum.
Borom.
Borum.
Great hammer.
Borum. Borum. Great hammer.
Right.
And you being Dassod, you can choose to be a svelte 250-pound dwarf or a very hefty 400-pound dwarf.
Can choose size. Cool.
All right.
Can choose thickness.
Now that we've set up Lexicus to scrape those runes off, let us get some rest, and then tomorrow...
Thank them every day?
Yep.
Or did you spend money to make it permanent?
No, we're going to recast it every day.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to teleport there again and redo it.
Yeah, the duration's 24 hours.
End of the day, you do it. And this is where, like, a extend rod makes it every second day. That's always fun.
Yeah,
Hey, you got an extend rod lying around here somewhere?
No, but I can just go and hang out at Lexicus's while you go and spread your rumors.
We're gonna talk to some friends.
And while you go get the hammer, try
No,
not to get eaten by the giant dragon while you're doing it.
I think all of us should get the hammer. This group here. It will mean Dugan's in the bag, but
We should put it. We need to get. You know,
at some of like in the fancy places where they have the outhouses inside the buildings, and they have like a door, they put like a little sign saying Occupito. We should put like a little sign on the bag that says Dugan in there.
No, I got an even better idea. Inspired by Mort's pot. There's a spell where you can create your own plane. I'm gonna do that on the urn.
Huh. And then we can put Dugan in the urn.
And then all of you could come visit.
That's true.
Oh, that's a great idea. I don't know if I want to go visit.
Yeah, screw it.
Oh, it's wonderful in there. It's this big mausoleum place.
Is there any food in there?
Nah.
It's dark, it's cold, it's wonderful.
Just some of my stuff littered around and places for Grippa to hide.
Oh, it's like a bachelor cave where they got like the one chair and the place for the fire.
One chair, one fork, one spoon, one plate. You got it.
That's funny.
I don't know. You guess you don't need more than one.
Nah, Grippa doesn't use utensils. It's just a thought. It's an excellent thought.
I think Dee Dee doing a drawing of Grippa with a bunch of little forks and spoons would be really fun.
Sorry, can I get like 3 minutes? Be right back. Sorry.
Yeah, I think we're gonna rest and then we're gonna go touch the hammer. Chagga, I think, wants to do a commune with the pattern in the weave.
Okay.
I think what he's trying to get at specifically,
If/when is the atonement required?
yeah, like how bad is this towards our religion, and is it to the point where Chagga can't use it, can't touch it? Like, what
Can
happened?
you be part of like collecting it?
Can he be part of collecting it? Can Chagga give orders for someone else to use it? Like, he's trying to find what the boundaries of this are. And I picture the pattern in the weave not really like a voice that talks. It's just like you're reading signs and numbers and geometry and...
So you are fairly convinced that if an artifact is destroyed, and that artifact isn't explicitly another... Like, you could destroy the Shatterweave Maul, and the fabric in the weave would be okay with this. the weave would be okay with this.
Yep.
But if you sever a spellcaster from the weave permanently, or you destroy an artifact that isn't explicitly against your religion, those are both atonement-related things. Ordering someone else to do the same would likely result in the need for an atonement.
If Dassod fucks up, and something like that happens, does Chagga need to atone?
If he fucked up under your orders, maybe, maybe not.
Got it. Okay.
If he fucks up all on his own doing Dassod things, you're not held responsible for his shenaniganry.
All right. So, yeah, Chagga's going to be very hands-off with this thing. He pleased with his answers. He will put down that he did...
The weave likes things connected to the weave.
Yeah, it makes sense. Hey, a commune spell, 500 gold pieces. But he didn't have to pay.
I like magic.
I like I paid. Chuck likes getting paid to cast magic. It's awesome.
What should I have for dinner? I commune. Red or white wine with the fish.
No, what is nice about these expenses is that they're reasonable. It's like, oh,
They are. Because you came in going, I defeated a mythic guy and a bunch of like CR-15s. I need $2,500.
Yep.
Yes, it's reasonable.
The bang for their buck that they're getting.
Right. It's not the like, oh, I had to take the customer to dinner. Okay, that cost $200. Okay, no, I took the customer to dinner and it was $5,000. Huh? The fuck you eating?
Yep.
It wasn't one of those.
Yep. Okay, Chagga's satisfied. He collects up the accoutrements and he will check to see if Vigil's back in his little waiting area? Like,
Okay.
just does he get a sense that Vigil's there or not?
You poke your head through.
Yep.
He's not there.
Yeah. Okay. He'll have a look around while Vigil's not there.
Okay,
Oh.
this
John
place
just
has-
sort of like bubbling his fingers. Just have a,
There's this overwhelming sense of power in this room,
Hmm.
and a sense of like history and age. Are you touching anything in this room?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
you've already touched something today. You can't touch anything.
That's right. I
Touch the statue.
I use a spell to do it additional times. So he could use a spell to do it. Yeah, let's have a read of the room. We'll do an object reading.
Okay.
And then the appraise check. Beats 15 by 1. So I learned 2 pieces of information. If anything significant has happened here. Vigil has waited here, you know.
This location is where someone very, very important to Vigil died.
Okay.
You are suspecting Lover. You get the sense that he believes that by defeating whatever draconic boogeyman that he's trying to defeat is going to rescue or free this soul. Like that's his emotional connection to this place.
Interesting.
He is still like there's a lot of duty and honor and this layered on top, but the amount of sacrifice in this place is driven by more mortal concerns at the base of it, if that makes sense.
Is this lover of his a gold dragon?
That you're not sure.
Because on the psychometry check on the Book of Tiamat, it was penned by a gold dragon that felt betrayed, that worked with the Imperium during the early days of the Draco Purge.
Give me a wisdom check.
The person may have known Vigilant, and this was picked up through psychometry. So
Give me a wisdom check, or give me whatever the skill. Give me the skill check associated with the thing.
Okay.
What's the?
it's a plus 27. It's a it's a praise actually.
Yep.
31, same roll.
These are very similar emotions. Like they have there's an emotional connection between these things.
Interesting. Very interesting. The lessons that I did pick up from my father, Duckin. To have power over someone is to understand what it is that they want. What they desire above all else. Vigil has a want. More like a need. He's waiting for something to return, something to be restored, something that he loved, something that he's lost. Fascinating.
Duckin quacks at you. Try to stay out of the pot.
Which pot? Malt's pot? The generic cooking pot?
Pots in general. Being in pots is bad. Duckin's. There is no good pot to be in.
Yes. Oh, there's much that we don't understand. We'll peel back these layers. We'll get to the bottom of it. Oh, we'll just end up killing a lot of things, and those plots will end.
Like, everything kills.
Yes. Everything does kill, doesn't it? Yeah. Volcanica is not a... not a safe place from that.
Duckin, fill your cup, is what Duckin says to you, echoing some words you've heard before.
Oh, yes. Chagga looks at the thing that's, like, constantly locked into his gauntlet. He waves it around a little bit. The next downtime, he's going to get a glove of storing made so that he can make the thing disappear, so he can actually use both of his hands. Yeah, exactly.
Scratching it, like, you know.
Yeah. And then gloves of storing won't allow you to do it with both hands, but I figure if you spend the slotless, you could get both gloves to do the glove of storing, so you could do his shield in one and his other thing in the other. But I think that's a little bit too expensive. I've already started picking out our downtime.
You've been figuring out, I'm mythic, I'm high level, give me the cool custom magic items.
Yep.
No,
we've got a lot of treasure coming.
Yes.
A stupid amount. Yep.
Yes.
I think there's
It's been a while since I heard somebody go, I didn't get enough treasure. So that means the treasure's good. Treasure supply's alright.
I think it will be somewhere like we're each going to get 50 or 60,000 gold pieces.
I would like my +3 ability score, or +6 ability score item, please.
Yeah, if you don't have that, and then we've got a bunch of runes to stick on our weapons, like a bunch of our top line warriors are going to have +4s and +5s on their weapons, and 60 grand is a lot to play with, or 50 grand.
All right. Anything else before sleeping?
No, Chagga's going to go to sleep. He's fine with uncovering the mysteries a little bit at a time.
Okay.
He's still super nervous about that hammer. He does not like this. It's just added stress on top of Chagga.
Okay. Chagga,
Yes.
could you give me a will save?
No. Is this a mind-affecting effect?
This is a mind-affecting effect. It is an evil effect. It is an illusion effect.
Okay. The reason why I ask is that with his psychic bloodline, he's got a +4. 27.
Chagga does not sleep well that evening.
Is it within Surge?
It is within Surge. It's not guaranteed.
Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, no. 28.
Chagga doesn't sleep well that evening.
Oh, shit.
He does not recover his spells.
Oh, that's bad.
You take 6 points of damage, are fatigued, do not recover your spells, and you're having this reoccurring nightmare of somebody trying to cook you and eat you. Like you're running through this hall in this castle, and somebody is trying to eat you. Like a rat in a maze.
Okay. No. No. He wakes up and is splashing.
Are you okay?
Splashing water on his face. No, I did not get a wink of sleep last night.
You're all sweaty.
At least not good sleep, and he's got a bleeding nose.
Yep. Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, he's horking it out in the wash basin. And
maybe it's time to cut back on the extra lunches.
Not now, Capra.
Okay. Sorry, sir.
Freaking snappy. He's tired. he has a cold breakfast because he's too tired to actually go and make breakfast.
We're having the oats in the water just long enough to get soft. That's my favorite.
Yes, I think.
Capra is cutting a block of chocolate off, like a cocoa block, and like, here you go. He's putting it in the bed.
It's fine. You can have a precursor to Count Chocula or whatever. Chocolate and oats. Chagga just stirs it around. He'll use a cantrip to melt the chocolate into the food.
It does not feel good.
I think something's wrong. Does Chagga have an idea that he just had nightmare cast on him?
Somebody cast a nightmare on you the night before.
I think someone's trying to give me nightmares. We've made enemies. They can't scry on us, so they're reaching us this way.
So they're just going to look for a really tired guy, and that must be it.
Yes. Dee Dee is going to float over to Chagga that morning and burn one of her lay on hands to cure the fatigue.
Okay.
Does that allow Chagga to actually re-prepare his spells? Or can Chagga go back to bed?
No, you are unable to regain arcane spells for 24 hours.
Okay. He can regain his cleric spells, though.
Exactly, just the arcane.
And he regains his mythic points.
You get your mythic points.
Okay.
Those you don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
You
Probably. Do I get the mythic point I spent to try to resist? That's the one I'm not sure about.
We'll say that one's burned.
Okay. Alright, Chagga does have spells left, but it does mean he has to cast another spell to put up Detect Scrying that day, and another 6 to put up his Separate Heaven from Earth. Yeah, good thing today we're not planning on doing much. Yeah, at least it wasn't a mythic nightmare. No kidding.
As Adam looks up, what does mythic nightmare do?
Oh yeah, we were only getting the hammer today. Perfect.
More damage. Oh, and you're scared all day.
Alone and afraid. Hiding under your bed.
And the better version of it, you can also blast somebody with any other spell you want through the nightmare. Of a certain subset of spells.
Oh, that's awesome. It's terrifying.
Oh, I think I whipped one of these off earlier in the campaign, actually. Nice.
Well, at least the fatigue is gone. and the damage.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, DD.
He still looks kind of grumpy, though.
Yeah.
How
Don't
are
worry, chocolate makes him happy.
How are Boysenberry and Six doing?
Boysenberry and Six at this point in time, they've been atoned out of they're no longer evil.
Okay.
And they can be awake and helping if you'd like because they're no longer active.
Yeah,
It took a couple days worth of atonements to get them.
My apologies, boys.
It's all good. So Grackle.
Yes.
Give us a
This is
will
the second day, right?
Give us a will save.
Ah. Chagga's not the only one that's having nightmares. Chagga got nightmared, Ahmed. He can't get his He can't get his arcane spells back today.
We have a way around that.
Which is a perfect portent and omen for what we're about to do. Go rescue this null hammer of doom.
Yeah, but we have a way for you to get around that, right? It's the thing that lets you sleep. Someone's got it. Thogrim has it.
Yes.
Yep, wrong party.
Yeah, wrong party, but we can make it. Grackle is giving you a will save, right?
Grackle, I will save from Grackle, and a will save from Arno.
If I fail.
Mhm.
So D9 plus, we're going to use, what's it called?
One of your charmed lives for the
Charmed
game?
lives, thank you. Plus 7. It's now plus 7 because the item that we used up is, not used up, the magic items we spread out gave me another one. And 31.
Hey, you endure the scenes of the complete and utter destruction of all that which is of kind being perverted into something else.
This is not. He wakes up like, this is unbearable. Unbearable. We'll fight
Sorry,
it.
I'm muted. You wake up,
Yeah.
you see Chagga with the remnants of a bloody nose eating cold oats with some chocolate in it.
He's like, it's unbearable. The whole shit. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. That's rough. The hell happened to you, Chagga?
Ew, somebody is casting nightmare upon me as we sleep. We have.
Just use magic tricks. You know them all, don't you?
It didn't affect me yesterday. It appears to be affecting me today. Don't worry, I just won't cast too many spells today. I'm sure Dassod will be able to teleport back to the dig, no problem.
Yeah, it's never gone sideways ever before.
Oh fuck! Not the dig.
Yeah, don't worry, Chief. We got a lot of teleports between us. We'll just keep the group
Not the
small
dig,
and stick
not
Dugan
the
in the
dig.
bag.
Oh, not you. Don't you start.
Not the dig. Goddamn. Is there? Can we teleport outside the bloody dig and then walk our asses to it?
We don't know the area of the fungal thing. It's also the fungus we think is also in the mineral that they were.
Yeah. That was interfering with us, right? But
Yeah.
is there anywhere outside, like even a couple of clicks away, that we can teleport to?
I don't know. We tried to teleport to the valley, and it still worked. So, I think we
Okay, let's
just
teleport to the valley.
I think we just need to hero
So the
point.
valley still needed a check.
Yeah, I think we need to just hero point our way into this. We bring
We
in.
saw how that worked.
We bring enough meat that we can survive some drakes if we end up meeting them or whatever. So I think the teleport group is the same as yesterday.
Okay.
Does Chagga go?
Chagga go like, I am having a bad day. Someone go in my stead.
Research a way to get around this. Maybe some holy ground or something that might help you. I don't know.
You know, not bringing Chagga. He wants to see this horrible artifact unearthed, but if he's distant from it, then he's got plausible deniability.
Because that's how it works with gods. Maybe.
Yeah, Chagga is not saying anything. I think I will stay here today.
1, 2, 3.
I'll make my way to go see Lexicus to re-put up the Mage's private sanctum later this evening.
Okay, sir. Should we be bringing Shit Stick or the Fire Guy or anything like that with us?
We can bring more. We can bring another person with us.
Shit stick.
Oh, Mort. I don't know what do you want to call him.
Well, either Mort or Grackle. You could bring Mort if you want.
All right.
Yeah, here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and me 5. All right, let's fuck up some teleports today.
Yes, have fun. Try not to land in 3-headed dragon lair.
I have a question, just a general question. If someone's trying to scry on Kev, but I'm a dragon, are you scrying on the person that you saw, or
You're-
scrying on the
You're
entity?
scrying on the creature. Your familiarity with the creature might be different. As in, Dassod
Okay.
is likely unfamiliar to
Ooh,
most people.
given that I'm the one that cast the detect scry, Kev, before you leave, should put one up.
Yeah, I always put one up, Sarge. Captain, sorry, my bad.
Sergeant? I actually never was a sergeant. Well,
I know.
I did start off as a sergeant. That's right.
It's rough times.
Was I? Yes.
I don't think you were a sergeant. I thought you were a lieutenant at the beginning. Maybe
you were a lieutenant. We were sergeants. I was senior.
Period where I was, I forget. It was so long
I don't
ago.
even know what I was. I am Capra, member of the council, and guy who shoots things with a bow.
All right.
Yeah, Dassod every morning puts up a detect scrying.
There are a couple of spells that will go up before they leave. Chiefly things like communal.
Sulfur will do an airwalk communal just in case.
Nice. Chagga will do the protection from errors communal. Dee is going to do
Protection from what? Sorry? Arrows?
protection from arrows. Dee and
Perfect.
Phoebe are going to cast a life bubble. And a communal delay poison.
Delay. What elements might they fire on us?
Chagga
I can throw protection at you.
will put up a telepathic bond just so that he could listen in.
Okay.
Listen for the screams. I rewatched Aliens recently. You can do the get out of there, coming out of the walls, man.
Oh, they're having an excellent time. Every 3 would be 4 people, so it will be Kev, Capra, Lloes, and Duggan. You'll exclude Mark, as is tradition.
It is tradition.
We'll give the funerary. We'll give the funerary urn to Capra this time. I know that Lloes with. We had problems before, but in a confined space, and if
Just in case.
Dassod is playing with the artifact hammer of anti-magic, yeah.
Where'd those
I'm
go?
gonna have a cleric. Dassod the cleric or the paladin. Fuck. Right on. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this, fellas. Can you cast a hero point using a mythic point, Marty?
What's that? Oh,
It's not eating your spells.
no. Chagga does prepare a mass heroic fortune and heroic fortune.
But that's coming out of your prepared spells or memorized spells,
Yep.
right? Can you use a mythic point to do it?
Because he knows the spell, he can.
Yeah, and I just keep your spells and just use mythic point because those come back.
That's fine. I'm fine with casting heroic fortune on Dassod so he can teleport. So, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Have a fun time visiting the dig and doing nothing but just visiting a place. Chuck is saying as he's trying to convince himself.
We'll bring you a card that says where we were.
Plus caster level. Is it worth putting a mythic point to get another +2
Into what? What is this? The cash level check?
for mythic point for teleport?
Give me a second. I believe that makes it.
No, I didn't roll anything yet.
Oh, sorry.
I was just asking Marty. Thinks
I'll look at your saving throw. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Plus...
You could burn it for a +8, or you could wait.
Yeah, I'm adding
to
it
reroll.
now.
Okay.
No. I'm adding it now, which gives me a +20. And then if I make it a mythic point, it'd be +22, and then
What do you mean a mythic point? I don't know why you're.
to cast it at a higher level.
Oh,
to
yes.
cast teleport is at a higher level.
Yep.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to do that. So I'll do that. I'll cast it as a mythic point. So 14 plus 22. Okay, here we go. 37.
Okay. I'll give you a percentile.
Okay. 51.
Okay. Where do you
Right
want
next to the hammer.
Okay.
Oh God, we're in the hammer and touching it.
Ah.
It's so dangerous, dude. Okay,
Yeah. So I haven't rebuilt Dassod yet, but I know what he would be if I lose my magic. So, I mean, I'll still use the hammer.
I love how you're planning for it. Once we had that thought, it's hard to unstick that thought.
No, because it's like expect the worst, hope for the best. It's like Adam goes, "Yeah, you lose your magic." You're like, "Yeah, all right."
We're back here again. I love this place.
Yeah.
Don't get lost this time, okay?
Yeah, let's stick together, guys.
There's one. There's a murloc that's like skittering away.
Get that sub.
yeah. Mort's gonna chase it down.
Okay, so this is the digs, right? Okay,
Yep.
where are we looking? Where are we? Oh, we are right next to hammer. Shit. Okay, all right, give me a minute here. As a move action, he changes to
Oh, is this little guy?
yeah,
Are
Gulfane.
you sure you got the right dwarf this time, right?
This is the proper form. I am Gulfane, and this be my hammer. Lawful good. Alignment.
Wow, I feel condescended to already.
I know. Get used to it.
Yeah, I don't like this guy.
No. Neither do I.
Hey, Capra.
But together we will face the evil and smash them with the hammers of law.
Let's go over here, Capra.
This way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, keep your distance. What I'm about to perform
Capra
is quite dangerous.
whips a light arrow off into like an arrow with the light spell on it into the middle of the room.
Remember, I was a fair and kind doppelganger.
You might not want to tell it, just in case it doesn't like fair and
Who said that? That was not me. Bluff check. All right.
I'm assuming this little Morlock creeper dies.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mort gets him.
Okay.
Look what I found.
Okay.
Snuck to the club.
Sods. All right. What is this? Was there any kind of words that needed to be said to activate the hammer or anything like that at all? Or
There's words associated with using some of its powers.
do we know what those words are?
You know what
I
they
think-
were. You did do a legend lore upon the hammer, so you know. How
Yeah.
to
Where is it?
spells.
Where's that stuff located though?
The words themselves are sort of just the commands.
They're-
part of casting.
Sure.
The-
Okay.
Most of the powers of the hammer, just by by holding the hammer, they work.
Gotcha. All right. All right. For honor and good and law. Goes to,
What did they say
With
about
his-
protecting dwarves from
with
bad
his-
magic?
and to protect the dwarves from all the dark evil magics that are out there
There you go.
that are not divine in nature and arcane in nature. Let them be gone forever. He's going to touch his hand to the
I
hammer.
noticed that your token can't reach it from there. You might want to.
He inches a little bit closer. Don't worry about these other guys that are following me along. With my lawful good alignment and this form,
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I touch the hammer.
Okay. Give me a charisma check.
I don't want to. I am gonna give you a charisma check, and I'm gonna spend a mythic point to add 20 to it.
Oh.
You have display of charisma?
Yes.
So awesome.
Just double checking.
This hammer is yours, man. You own this thing.
Okay. All right. As long as I have mythic points.
Yeah.
20 plus 28. And I'll add a d6 if need be. 43.
Okay.
Come to me, hammer.
The hammer has this righteous indignation about it that you can just sense, like a raw emotion from the hammer. It begins to shrink at your side until the part that you're holding is part of the handle, and it is appropriately sized for your form.
Hold on, what did it say about trying to cast arcane magic while holding the hammer?